Hey everybody, welcome back. This is DisturbingPuppet. So today we're going to continue my Imperial campaign, or Imperial Guard campaign, of Warhammer 40,000 Gladius Relics of War. Things are going pretty well. We started in the upper left-hand corner, we expanded over, took out the orcs, so this is my capital, kind of where we started. I'll have to kind of refamiliarize myself with what's going on. It's been a little while since I played. Let's see, so I know we advanced out this way. We ran into orcs. We wiped out the orcs pretty early on. We started building a city on part of the ruins of their old city. There's a lot of ore production here, so we really wanted to go for sort of an armored Imperial Guard force, so I need a ton of ore for that. And here you can kind of see we've got 40% ore production, extra 40% ore production in these tiles. So went ahead and grabbed those. Kind of explored a little bit out this way. I ran into a bunch of Castellan robots, and we're like, yeah, that's okay. Explored a little bit this way. Sort of came down in the center. As we explored down on the map, we started seeing a lot of yellow, which back then was the Space Marines. So the Space Marines had pushed all the way out to here, here, all through here. This was kind of all yellow. Even out here we had yellow. This was yellow. So the Space Marines had spread out. Their city was over here. So we kind of engaged in sort of a war over... Where is it? Where is it? It's a mobile holo projector. So this is an artifact that if you have control of it, gives all of your units extra health. So kind of what I did was I moved down here and sort of grabbed this, but then I had Space Marines attacking me from the left. I had Necrons suddenly showing up from the right, coming over. So after a while, I was also getting pressured up this direction by Space Marines. I had a contingent that I sent over this way to sort of try to shell the Imperial Guard city from a distance, but then he just kept throwing more and more stuff at them. I ended up having to shift everybody over. We eventually destroyed the Space Marine city. Now we're kind of moving back east. So we have Necrons are the only ones left. So we're kind of moving that direction. Necrons are blue, so they still have control of some stuff here. We're sort of looking for them, but haven't seen any recently. We did have a monolith pop up a while back that was out here that we destroyed. We've kind of been pushing them back. We're exploring a little bit out this way. Just kind of checking some of these Necron tombs to see if they've been turned into cities. We have destroyed one city. They had built the city up here, which we ended up destroying. It was just very early on, so we're just kind of shelling it from a distance and took it out. Not too much of a problem, kind of moving and sweeping east. So let me just check on the stream, make sure everything looks fine. That looks good. That looks like it's working. Okay. I haven't really had any problems with this game, but I always want to check just to make sure. Got about an hour or so today. I just want to kind of jump in and get some more progress on this. I'm not sure how much longer this is going to take. I'm not going to focus on just doing all of the storyline stuff like I've done before. I'll try to get through maybe another chapter or two of the story. We'll see. But if I can wipe out the Necrons, we're just going to kind of call it at that point. With the Orc campaign that I did last, I was sort of trying to go through the campaign, and it is nice to get kind of little blurbs, little story bits and stuff. Especially with the orcs, it's kind of funny, but it ended up sort of dragging the game down, and I really had the Necrons, which were the last in that game as well, sort of bottled up quite early on. I had them under control, could have finished the game much sooner, and then the ending was essentially the same as the ending when I played the Necrons previous to that, where it's just kind of survive a certain number of turns of an invasion. So in that one, it was sort of Necrons were invading under the control of a Catan. As playing as the orcs, it was both Necrons and Space Marines and Imperial forces were dropping and all seemed friendly with each other, which seemed kind of weird. But you just had to kind of survive 20 turns there. So it seems like that's kind of the same for everybody. So I don't really want to necessarily go through that. It's just kind of a hassle, which is unfortunate if they're making the story sort of a hassle to get through. I just realized looking at this, I might be able to get down here, but because of these ridges, the only way down is going to be here, or through this way. So I've got these ridges. Possibly we can get down here as well. I still don't know where the Necron city is exactly. So you can kind of see we've got pretty good forces here. These are some that I sent down from my second city. We've got some more guys on their way. I think I've done all my unit movement. Let me just quickly check. Got a new Hydra here. Sentinels to scout. So my secondary city, we are working on some research and a Basilisk. My capital, what do we got? Hab block. Yeah, we're maxed out for population, so we need that. Leman Russ tank, heavy weapon squad, working on some tech priests, not working on any characters, because I just don't have the influence income. I do need to build another cogitator station, which does produce influence. I think I need to build it here, because I've already built one in the other city for the chapter storyline thing, so we can progress that, see what the next thing is. But like I said, it's not that big of a deal. So I don't think there's anything else. We've pretty much explored all of this to the edge. I am kind of thinking about possibly founding another city out here, just because I do have some tech priests down here, and this is kind of where the Space Marine city was. I might have to look and see what kind of resources we have available. What do I really need? Some more ore would be nice, some influence, research, that would all be good. But I think we're kind of set for the turn with our movement. I'm pretty sure everybody's activated. We do have one fortress left here from when the Space Marines were hanging around, which we're pounding with the tanks. There might be more out this way, because the Space Marines did spread out this direction at one point. I think I'm kind of using these guys to scout a little bit. Overall, we're doing fairly well. Well, let's go ahead and hit end turn and see what happens. That's apparently it. Any Necrons show up? Not that I can see. It's looking fairly quiet out here. So now I have to kind of remember what I was doing militarily. Got control of this. Since I picked green for my color, which seemed appropriate for the Imperial Guard, it's actually a little hard to spot on some of these, whether I've got it or whether they're gray. But that could be because I'm like partially colorblind or something. Alright, let's just take out this fortress. I'm not like super colorblind, but you know. What you gonna do? Not quite dead. Guardsmen could probably finish it off. Got crack grenades if I need to, but I'd rather not use them. Yeah, I should be able to take it out. Fortress down. Let's do some repairs. I said let's do some repairs. Okay, out here, just kind of seeing if I can sneakily grab this. Not spotting any Necrons there. I'm kind of surprised since there is a tomb. I thought he might have left something to kind of keep an eye on this area. Doesn't look like it. Maybe pulled back because I was pushing kind of hard here with these forces. Let's have the heavy weapon squad grab the Shard of All. There is just this one way through. You can get both tanks through. Kind of hesitant to scout out here too far. Don't have a scout available. Let's just move up a little bit. There's nothing there. Looks like we might have a ridge here. Let's take a look. Okay. So this is actually a pretty good position to have some heavy weapon squads on. If I can hold this, if the Necrons don't come this direction, we can blast stuff, because we've got a range of 3 with my heavy weapon squads. As long as we can see out here, we can fire some shots that way. So just because, let's send some reinforcements. Just gonna move the heavy weapon squads through, get some places where we can see, have some good line of fire. And let's keep moving up. Where do we want to put you? How about here? Oh! Tomb Blades are a pretty good unit actually for the Necrons, especially early on. Kind of a crummy shot here because we moved. Got a tank we can send up for reinforcement. We can see from there. We can also shell it. Actually, we don't even have to move. We can just shell it from there. Let's do that. If I move, it reduces the amount of damage I do. Let's send in the tank, because why not? Say goodbye to the Tomb Blades. So where is their city? Likely to be here-ish, maybe? Let's just keep moving down. Got some people on the way here. Let's keep advancing. So we can move up our armored units as well. Yeah, let's head out this way. Coming down from my capital here. Is there anybody else heading down? Yeah, we've got a tank. I did actually clear a path through the forest here just to make things a lot faster. The infantry moved okay through the forest, but the tanks are just super slow getting through here. So I had to make a little cut to get through. Anybody hurt? Got a bunch of tech priests here. Seems like my vehicles, well, they're down a little bit. Not too bad. Artillery looks good. I was going to go ahead and send them through. They're not badly hurt. I could go ahead and send the tanks in. I'd like to repair them up first, though, if I'm going to send them forward. So we'll do a couple quick repairs here. We'll just have the tanks fall back, get repaired this turn, so they're fully set. Next turn we'll advance up. Kind of been keeping the commissars with the artillery because they do get a bonus to their accuracy, having the commissar next to them with the Aura of Discipline ability. I can also give them a Bring It Down, which will increase the armor penetration of the artillery, which has been kind of helpful. We're going to leave these guys there, most likely. I think I'm going to leave the artillery where they're at for now. Send the other guard unit up just to have some more bodies in the general direction of the enemy. I'm going to leave them here for now. We discovered the relay pipes. Special feature that increases energy output of the city when acquired. These heavily armored ducts once carried energy-rich promethium to the planet's extensive human cities from deeply buried auto-refineries. Now, with the cities in ruins from war and chaos, the surviving pipes can be exploited by whichever race claims them first. That would be nice. I'd like some more energy. So we did make a research facility up here. Our population is maxed. We do need to increase the population if we want to do anything. I don't really have much choice. If I want to build any more stuff up here, we've got to add more hab blocks. So I guess we'll do that. We can throw that there. That's fine. Capital, we're still working on everything. We're not going to build any hero characters yet, so that's fine. They're all set. Still kind of getting used to the cities, kind of the way the cities are built in this game and how you play stuff. Still a little bit counterintuitive to me. Also, the fact that your units don't fight back when they're attacked. You basically get one attack or one defense per turn, and that's it. So I'm having to kind of adjust my tactics a little bit compared to a lot of other games like Civ games and that kind of stuff, where if your units get attacked, they'll just automatically fight back. In this case, you'll get the one overwatch shot, and that's it. Did anything show up? Not seeing anything. I'm feeling he's probably building up some units. Keep doing some repairs down here. You guys can grab the Shard of Vol. think these guys were healing up because they got kind of banged up earlier. Yeah, he's still healing. You guys are full health. So let's just advance out. I think we've got the Necrons cornered here, so we're just going to keep pushing. I don't know why I can't see here. Let's see if we can spot anything. No, I just have some water. We leave them here until we get some more tank backup. It's probably better. There could be Necrons kind of skirting around the edge of the board here. Got a lot of wireweed here too, which kind of makes this advance a problem. Unless I want to use the Tech Priest to clear it. Yeah, so they can stay there. Let's see, let's move up these guys in the back. Hydra! I just enjoy yelling Hydra. Makes me happy. I'm not going to move them now just in case something shows up or we spot something somewhere. Worry about the artillery a little bit later. We'll move everybody else up first, see if we see anything. Commissar, you are still healing. What do we want to do here? I'll probably leave them here. Tanks are both set. Start moving them up. Kind of back to where they were before. Or not quite. Forest really slowing me down here. Let's creep up. We'll stay in the forest for a little bit of cover. They can stay there to be on overwatch in case something shows up. I think we'll advance the artillery a little bit, maybe to back here. But we'll move everybody else up. You guys got hit, so we're going to pull back and have them heal up next turn. Let's advance a bit with the scouts and infantry here to see if we see anything. Do have a scout available. The scout action. Nothing. Do have an artifact. A mobile holoprojector. Okay, we definitely want to get control of that. So let's shift some stuff that way. I would imagine he's going to try to fight me for it, but there's nothing up here, which is kind of surprising. Let's get you guys on the way. I might leave them here because we do have a little bit of opening. We've got sight to the edge and to here, so this isn't a bad position. Because I think we're on the edge. This must be coastline here, I think. So they're probably good in the position they're in. Let's send some more people that way. Go ahead and move up the artillery here. They don't need direct line of fire. Just have to be in range. Tanks come. Not sure if we'll be able to get down this way. Yeah, should be able to. Just takes a little while. You guys stay on overwatch. Let's move our artillery up. Kind of inching them forward here a bit. Keep them together, keep the Commissar in the center so they get the accuracy bonus. I don't know how much of a difference it really makes, but I like it. The Commissars, I feel like they're kind of squishy, being only a 7 health. They don't have a ton of armor either, or 7 or 8 health, depending on their level. But yeah, not a ton of armor either, even with the stuff I've got for them, just adding a little bit. Compared to a lot of the other heroes, they just sort of feel easily killed. And we can leave them there, that's fine. Yeah, you guys stay on Overwatch. We're all set. Next turn we will have a Lehman Russ and have Weapon Squad, so that's good. Over here we're still working on a Basilisk. Surprised we're not seeing any Necrons here for a little bit. I'm assuming they're going to build some stuff and then throw them at us at once. There's a spider running around. Should attract some fire. There's a tomb up there, so he's probably heading that way. Surprised he's going by himself. Well, there's a lord who's going to wreck me up a bit. Anything else? Let's see if we can grab that mobile holoprojector before we do any other attacks or anything. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're seeing anything else. Okay. So you guys start healing up. Let's grab that mobile holoprojector. Add some health for me, take away health from the Necrons. We'll just grab the Jakura trading post, I guess. Anybody else light up the Lord? The Necron Lords do have an ability that lets them summon some Triarch Praetorians, who are actually a pretty tough unit. Stay back a bit. So I'd like to kill him before he gets a chance to do that. Artillery not doing too much. It's just kind of a single hero, so the way it kind of works, the larger the target, the more the artillery is going to do. So not surprising. Let's head through this way. Got a tank out here too. Way in the back. Not seeing anything this way, but there still could be stuff out here, just not seeing it yet. And then I have to decide sometime soon if I want to build a city out here. It will affect my loyalty and drop that, which affects my production. I don't think I need to. I might just keep them and just limit myself to the 2 cities. I think the fewest I've had, most I had with Necrons, I had 6 cities at one point. With the Orcs, I ended up with 3. And this, we just have 2 so far. But it did feel like it's taken a long time to kind of get everything set up the way I'd like with the city. Let's move the tanks through, see if we see anything. Well, we see it in the Necron city. There's the edge of it right there. I'm going to move these guys up so we can maybe try to grab this. This wireweed, I can't really get through here. It seems like it's probably all the way, so I need to go around, which is a little bit distracting. It's going to slow down my forces a little bit, but it's not a huge deal. I might leave them here just because they're not going to do much good in a straight-up fight against the Necrons, and we're just kind of keeping an eye on the tomb. So that's fine. You guys kind of the same. The artillery will leave if anything else shows up or we spot anything. Everybody shifted around. Guess we'll send you out as well. This is back here. You guys. So at least for now, I'm not going to worry about building another city. We'll just kind of focus on our military conquest of the planet. Do I want to do anything with you? I could move my artillery up a bit more. Just kind of inch them forward a bit. So why not? We do have a range of up to 6 with the basilisks. Might put them on the ridge here, facing more east instead of southeast. Tech Priest can hang out in case we need repairs. Same here. And let's kind of leapfrog here a little bit. Still not seeing much else. And we're not getting shot at by the city yet, so that's good. 1.8, or we can crack grenade, 1.2, frag, 0.8. Yeah, I'll just take our shots. Okay, we've got a new heavy weapon squad, we've got a new tank. Let's move them on out. So we produced a heavy weapon squad, we produced the tank, we produced a head block, so we can start expanding a bit. Loyalty's not too bad at -3. Food is fine. I grabbed this tile and added some food here last time we played just because it was getting close to negative, or was actually running negative on food a little bit. I've got a lot stored up though. What do we really want? I do need to do the Cogitator's Station for the storyline thing here. So maybe we'll just go ahead and do that, just get it out of the way. Energy upkeep, yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead and just do that. Let's grab another heavy weapon squad. Let's grab another tank, I guess. Wouldn't mind getting into the tank commander. Maybe after I have the Cogitator Station up and running, we'd look at that. That's fine for now. Other city, we're good. Mainly just holding off because it costs so much to build the tank commander, and then I wouldn't actually be accruing any more. Which isn't that big a deal, but we'll see. Let's see if the Necrons throw anything else at us. I hear something moving. I don't like the way it sounds. Yeah. Going for my tank. How much damage did you guys take? 15? Yeah, that's not too bad. That's sustainable for a little while anyway. We'll still try to kill off the Lord here if we can. Not in range of my artillery, unfortunately. So definitely want to get them up a bit more. Okay, but you guys grab this. Not seeing anything. Just a lot more city. I'm assuming this is one city. Kind of looks pretty spread out. We have them go for the monolith here. So let's add damage to both of the tanks. Just in case, let's send him in first. No, we're not close enough to get shots on anything. That's unfortunate. Can with him, though. Now, let's try to stay a little bit away from the city for now. Just nail the monolith here. Other stuff will kind of focus on the hero, perhaps. Let's see. Alright, just because it sends you up, we'll move the artillery up. We go here, can hit the hero from there. Force kind of slowing me down here a bit. So you still have no shot. Move you up pretty far, actually. For now, let's not go too crazy. I would like to get a shot, though. That's maybe safe. Alright, what kind of damage can we get? 4 or 2? Yeah, let's hit the hero, the Lord there. For now, let's keep them behind the little meat shields of the guardsmen. I'm kind of expecting more stuff's going to show up. I'm not going to park my commissar on the wireweed. I'll just move him up. Same with the tech priests. Get my other guys heading where we need to be. Haven't tried to come through this one choke point, unfortunately. You guys can stay there. Commissar. Who else is in the back? Tank on the way. Hydra! I'm stupid. Looks like an okay spot. Got a little bit of sight. Got sentinels on the way. Who else is back here? Gotta move on. Well, we do have a shot from here, so let's go ahead and take it. Well, let's take a quick look and see if we see anything. Okay, we got coastline. Sentinels are a little bit more expendable, I guess. Kind of their job. Let's shift down a little bit. You guys did get banged up a little bit, so I guess we'll pull you back and we'll plan on healing them up. Move the fresh guys out front. Don't know if I'll have a shot from there. No, just out of range. Alright. Dead Lord. Just gonna stay in there for now and just keep fighting the monolith. Okay, that's everybody. Yeah, for now, still only going to hold off on any heroes. Still have a couple turns for another Basilisk here. We're working on the storylines. We'll kind of see what happens once that's taken care of. We'll see if anything else pours out of the city other than this monolith. He's building stuff, it looks like. Taking off. Yeah, I'm assuming he probably doesn't have a whole lot of other stuff other than that monolith that's there. So we're going to try to starve him of all resources by grabbing all of this stuff as we advance. And let's go ahead and scout just in case something's trying to hide in the forest. Fine, we'll move up. We've got a little bit of a sight along here. So you guys need to start healing up. Kind of thinking we're probably fairly clear, so let's be a little bit more aggressive and push up. Especially ore, the Necrons need it. It's kind of like their equivalent of food, so anytime I can grab ore from them, something I definitely want to do. Let's give them some backup. Just kind of filter in all the heavy weapon squads we can this direction. So we've got high ground, a little bit of an opening. This rough terrain's kind of blocking my Basilisk from getting that close. So I guess we'll just inch forward. Send the Hydra around. Sentinels can follow. My nearest tech priests. Back here. Alright, let's just pull back for now. This guy that's kind of banged up. So we can start handing a tech priest in that direction. Try to link him up next turn. What else do we have in the rear that we haven't moved? You guys are healing. Keep these guys in the back going so I don't forget about them. Commissar. I played a lot of Final Liberation, and in that you were sort of the Commissar in the Planetary Defense Force. So every time you'd click on a unit, all the units, the guard and stuff, would usually say, like, Commissar, Commissar. So every time I use a Commissar, for some reason it just pops out. I have to yell, Commissar. Okay, you guys were going to stay there. Let's see, where do I want to put you? I'd like to move the artillery up a bit so we have a bit more coverage, but I'm concerned about stuff coming out that direction if the artillery is there. So I just want to have something to kind of block, absorb some shots if the artillery gets targeted. So for now, let's just do this. Being very cautious with my artillery. Probably overly cautious. I probably don't need to be this paranoid about protecting them. Get the tank around, not really. probably have to go through the forest here. It's the only real good way, either around this way or through the forest. Let's hang out there, it's fine. All this wire weed causing me problems. I'm going to leave them here just in case something tries to come this way. We're going to leave them there in Overwatch. Let's see. So the commander grab this. We'll take some more ore away from the Necrons. Let's block the artillery, protect them a little bit. Let's go for firing position here. Here we're still set. I'm not going to do any heroes quite yet. Let's 2 turns for the Cogitator Station. We'll see what happens then for the next storyline chapter. I'm not really going to force it, but we might get through another chapter or 2. The way this is going, probably just a couple more sessions, maybe 1 more, take out the Necrons here. Unless they suddenly have a whole lot of stuff that comes flying out at me here. I think I've got them pretty much on the ropes. I'm not sure if they were fighting the Space Marines before I showed up or not, but they were, definitely was Space Marines at least out to here. This was definitely yellow when I first showed up. And I think even this was yellow, so they must have been down in this general area. Alright, let's just kind of scout out, see if we see anything. I might leave him here as an anchor. If I move, they do less damage. So let's just... That's not what I meant to do. I meant to move those guys there. That's one thing, this game does need an undo button, would be kind of nice. Or occasionally I'll do something like that where I think I'm on one guy, but I'm not. Hey, the real mustard is back. Cool, hey man. It's been a while. I've been kind of sick, so I've been kind of gaming sporadically here lately. Let's see... Hydra! And you guys up. Let's see. Too much wireweed here, unfortunately. Just go there for now, I guess. Do I want to move my artillery up? Probably. Okay, I can get up to repair this tank a bit. Yeah, I think we've definitely got the Necrons on the ropes here, so I don't know how much more of a push it's going to take to finish them off. When I played as the Orcs last time, it really felt like it was kind of drawing the game out way too long to finish the storyline. So in this, I think we're just going to go for it here. Probably not this session, because I'm almost out of, well, probably another 20 minutes or so we'll be able to play, but let's move out here. Get shot. Kind of the way it's looking, probably 1 more session will finish off the Necrons, especially with the long-range stuff I've got. I have kind of enjoyed playing the Imperial Guard. They're a lot of fun having the long range, but it does take a while to get to where I wanted them to be. So I kind of felt the same way with the Orcs. I guess we can move up. Tank Commander. Okay, how about infantry? No, that's not good. Well, we could shell the snot out of those guys, but kind of getting ambushed a little bit there. Oh, we can actually see the center of the city from here. That's really bad for them. Oh, ho, ho. 5 damage. What's the health? 198. Yeah, they're not long for this world the way this is going. Let's see armor on these guys. 9. Alright, let's give all my artillery some armor penetration. Let's have the artillery do some damage. See if I can wipe out a unit here. And let's maybe... What do we want to do? Trash the unit or start hitting the city? Let's trash the unit, I guess. So my guard might be able to finish him off there. As a real mustard is saying, the Imperial Guard kind of slow in dawn of war. They're good, but just can't rush. Yeah, I like the long range stuff. I like the massed artillery. I like the armored units, the longer range. All that's really cool, but you need a lot of ore to do it. And I kind of rushed through my research as well. We're almost at extra vehicle armor, but just to show, I skipped a lot of early stuff. A lot of this I kind of went back and grabbed, but I rushed as fast as I could to get out here just to get the Lehman Russ battle tank. So I was sort of doing like 2, get to the next one, 2, get to the next one. And just because I really wanted to get those Lehman Russ tanks, because before that, you're looking at Basilisks in Tier 5. Hydras? Hydras aren't that great. I had Hydras, but they're just not really that effective early on against heavy units. Yeah, and I did actually do a pretty good infantry rush early on against the orcs. I had a lot of heavy weapon squads, so that worked pretty well. And worked okay against the Space Marines as well. I had sort of some artillery backup by the time I finished the Space Marines off. But they had some pretty tough units, so it was kind of hard to deal with them. Yeah, I just love massed artillery and tanks and stuff, so that's my ideal force. Yeah, we can just shoot these guys and finish them off, which is kind of rare for the Praetorians. Let's see what else we can do. I'd like to kill off this monolith if possible. Not going to be able to this turn, I don't think. Can take some shots at the center of the city. Just kind of sending some tanks out. I kind of want to leave these guys here in case anything tries to sneak out of the city through the forest, kind of like those Praetorians were hanging out there. More stuff might be coming this way, especially since they now know my artillery's here. So we're going to leave them there just to sort of block. What else do we have? We've got a tank here on the way, moving him around. More heavy weapon squads. Lots and lots of heavy weapon squads. I moved my commissar, I'm able to get my tech priests into this spot, so let's move them here, I guess. Let's see if the tech priest can move up. Yeah. So just in case we take some damage, we've got somebody who can repair on this side of the choke point. Other commissar way back here. He got banged up early, so I had to heal up for a while. That's why he's way in the back. Just kind of keeping these guys with the tank as we advance, because why not? I probably don't need to leave these guys here, but the regular infantry aren't really going to do me a whole lot of good against Necrons, honestly. Mainly they're just sort of meat shields or scouting. That's kind of all I'm doing with them. So for now, I don't mind necessarily holding up and keeping an eye on this in case they try to sneak something through here. Let's take a shot at the capital. I think I'm out of range. So his range is 2, my range is 3, so that's one of the things I really like about the Imperial Guard. With longer ranges and stuff, I can do this kind of thing. Stay relatively safe and just keep doing some pounding damage from a distance. Get my tank commander involved in as well. Might as well. We've got a shot here. Might be able to move up some heavy weapons. Did I already move all these guys? I did already move all these guys. Who's left? Okay, let's start sneaking through here. Oh, got a new artillery unit back here. Start moving them up. And that's everybody. Okay, so you made a basilisk. What do we want to make now? Kind of slow for production in this particular city. It's not too bad. Let's make a tank, because why not? My capital, we'll have some stuff next turn. We'll have the next part of the storyline here going with the Cogitator Station. Still going to hold off building a hero unit. I could once we get the second one online, because we'll start banking some additional influence. But I don't think I need it at this point. The way things are going. Extra vehicle armor. Increases armor of vehicles. Adding extra armor plates to tanks might be the height of heresy for tech priests, but the soldiers of the Astra Militarum, it's the norm. The blade of plating or custom armor for dealing with particular weapons isn't unheard of. We finished the chapter 3, Palace fit for a priest. So we received another edict, increase influence of Astra Militarum cities. The Cogitator Station stands tall above the plain, proclaiming the Emperor's might to any who might oppose it. Deep inside, the tech priest is building his laboratory. Or laboratory, whichever you prefer. Laboratory just sounds like something a mad scientist would say instead of laboratory, because I'm American, you know. Let's see. So we got that. We got population increased. Tech priests. Let's get the tech priests moving. Start in the back here, moving things forward. Let's head this way. Come around the edge. Would be the plan. You're still banged up. You're now kind of trashed, but I don't have a good way back. I wonder if I move up, I might be able to move this guy back this way, at least to that tile, maybe? Let's see. I'd like to move him back and do some repairs because he got a little bit banged up. Just looking around to see if there's anything else showed up. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, we've got these guys really in a bad spot, especially since we can see the center of their city. With all this artillery, they are in a lot of trouble. I'm assuming this is probably all he's really got left for military force. Can you hit it? Yep, let's go ahead and do it. So far away I can barely even see it on the same screen. Throw my Hydra out here too and do some damage. If they do extra damage against flyers and skimmers, and this counts as a skimmer. Let's not park on the wireweed. I should be able to get shots, just moving up a little tiny bit, yeah. We've got a 3 range with the heavy weapon squads as well. It's really nice to have this long range with all these units. Gives me a lot more options, as long as the terrain's open. That's something I've had to pay a lot more attention to in this game than the previous ones. With the Orcs, I was having to pay a lot of attention to where the Orcoid fungus was and kind of planning around healing there. With the Imperial Guard, I'm paying a lot more attention to where there's open terrain, just because I need that for line of sight. Got a shot here. Just create a firing line of heavy weapon squads here. Got you guys. Alright, let's move you there. Just looking at my movement options before I make choices. And I guess we'll try to sneak through here. Taking forever to get through the terrain. All right. Not quite dead. Could just go right into the city and hit it, finish it off. Tempting, a little bit dangerous, but tempting. We've got our extra damage back up already. Let's go ahead and do that. Get 10 damage in on the city. It's down to 7. I don't think I've got anybody else here that can get in shots or anything. If I want to park on a wireweed, I can, but that's not really ideal. Just creep up for now. Yeah, we'll take a shot from the city if I move into this position, most likely. It's kind of hard to tell with the cities what's going to block line of sight. Most likely, if it's red, that means they can see me if I move there, so they'll be able to hit me as well. The monolith could take off over the water, if this is all water, and just kind of hide out there and repair. So maybe we'll just pound the city here. You guys are full health, so let's just move the tech priest through so he's out of the way. I'd like to kind of swap these guys' positions, which is something that would be also a nice command to have. But for now, let's just hit the city with the artillery. Yeah, this much abuse, I don't think the Necron City is going to last that long. We're not doing massive damage, but it all adds up. The tanks are going to do a bit more here. You guys did get banged up. Let's move back. I'm going to leave them here on Overwatch again. I think we'll leave the Commissar there as well. These two, let's just go ahead and nail the city a bit. Just staying out of range. Let's see, where can we get the tank up? I'm just going to leave them there. They're not really going to do me much good if I move them up or advance with them. You guys stay there. Artillery, keep moving. So we will have, Hab block next turn, start building some other things. You guys working on tank and heavy weapon squad next. What do we want to do for production? Got spots available here. It's extra food. That's not super urgent, but if I want to do something else, I kind of need to grab a different tile. So it is pretty good for food. I'd like to save that for food production for later. So maybe we'll grab a different tile. There is another 40 food production down here. Just grab something else up here so we can maybe build some research or something down the road. What do we want to do? I don't really need another tech priest. I think we're good on those. We could start working on a tank commander. Now that we've got a decent amount of influence coming in. I don't think I need it the way things are going. I don't think I'm even going to get them before I finish off the Necrons, so maybe we'll just hold off. Research, what do we want to do? What can we get quick? That's kind of more the issue. What's useful that's quick anyway? 3 turns, we can get Tech Priest Engine Seers, boost damage of vehicles. That would be fairly useful fairly quickly. Everything else is going to take quite a while. I haven't even looked at some of the more advanced tech here. Smoke launcher, smoke screen, building to produce aircraft. The dozer blade would be kind of cool. Haven't gone with any psychers or Volgrins or anything. Additional heavy bolters. Grants Bane Blades, Luminous Tanks, and Valkyries. Extra heavy bolters. That's cool. Now, I'm not going to get to any aircraft, probably. Alright, let's just go with the fairly lower level Awaken the Machine, because we can get that pretty quick. I think we're going to kill off the Necrons here before we're going to need anything else. What's the health of the city left at? 149. Oh, here's something else. How come it disappeared? How can I not see that if it's there? And Monolith is going to be toast, probably. No, not quite. Well, that'll finish him off. Doomsday Arc trying to do some damage. Chapter 4, Through the Storm. Ensconced in the subterranean workshops of the Cogitator Station, the Tech Priest has rapidly built a small army of servitors and Skitari, apparently to study the planet. The Astra Militarum guarding the city have been reporting strange experiments and are uneasy in his presence. Then the cult of the Machine God has always been somewhat otherworldly. Upon emerging from his workshops, he reports that the key to the warp storms seem to be the unusual artifacts that are sometimes uncovered on the surface of the planet. He insists we bring any we find to him, but many are in the hands of Xenos. We'll have to search, beg, barter, or steal it from them. I already have all of them under my control. Each artifact is unique and highly sought after. One of them may be the key to calming the warp storms. If it is, we must find it. So cover artifacts, we already have it. Research. Takes to the next one. We found 3 unusual devices that fit the Tech Priest's description. Now he must research them. So it's kind of rapidly going through the story there. I don't really want to have it trigger something like a giant horde of enemies showing up or something. I'd like to just be good. I don't want to have a big force suddenly show up next to one of my cities or my capital or something, so We'll probably be finishing this off fairly quickly. How much health did he get back? A little bit. So, unfortunately for time, though, I'm basically going to do my unit action for the turn, and then we're going to have to call it good. We probably are going to trash the city halfway, though, in the process. We'll take out his Doomsday Arc here, too. So next time will probably be the last session. I'm not going to hold off on just to go through the storyline, because it's kind of the same for everything once you get to the end. At least so far it has been. You have no sight. You have no sight. You have no sight. Let's get you moving up. Let's do some repairs. You guys, let's hold and heal. Let's just have the artillery go for the Doomsday Arc. Tanks can hit the center of the city. These guys did get kind of mauled, so let's pull them back as far as we can. We'll plan to heal them up. Send in the tanks. We've got to level up here already. Just to roll over them, which doesn't seem that useful, which is why I didn't really take it before. Maybe against orcs that's a bit more useful, but not so much here. I'd like to have them shoot at the city itself, so we can finish off the Doomsday Arc from here. I've got sight to the center of the city from here, which is kind of odd. But not the Doomsday Arc. Must be some kind of height issue or something. We've got nothing. Alright, whatever. Finish off the Doomsday Arc. Oh, not quite. Wow. He's a bit more resilient than I expected. I'd like to get that tank to hit the city. Can we finish him off with somebody else? Sight seems to be kind of wonky in this spot. I don't know why. Just move the Commissar out of the way. Just trying to make it open so we can get tanks through here and stuff. You guys can stay there. Tech priests aren't going to do me a whole lot of good here. Yeah, even these guys, I can't get sight to the Doomsday Arc, which is kind of weird. So we'll just leave them there. I could go up and attack it with my Commissar. Have any other options? If we move down, we should get a shot with the artillery. Yeah, just in range there. Excellent. It just seemed like a weird no line of sight to that particular spot for some reason. Tank commander, hit the city. Commissar, let's keep you there just to kind of block. Most of the rest of these guys aren't going to have shots at anything. Oh, got shot from there. A little risky having them out in the open here. Discovered the Bone Veil. Okay, sure. Yeah, no shots from there. So we'll just sneak some guys up. We can see a little bit more that way. Have some guys on Overwatch here. Just move all the heavy weapon squads up, avoiding the wire weed. Kind of a giant traffic jam everywhere here. That's fine. You guys stay put. You guys advance. Look like wireweed. It's kind of hard to spot on some of this red terrain, the volcanic stuff. Kind of hard to see the path forward. Another heavy weapon squad. We've got another tank. Let's grab another heavy weapon squad, because why not? Let's grab artillery. That'll be good for the city. You guys built the HAP block. That's all full, that's all full. I think we're going to have to grab another tile here. It's not too important at this point, I think, what we can do, what we grab. It's not that particularly important. Extra production would be kind of nice. There is another 40% ore up here with wireweed on it. It says 0 for building, but once I clear the wireweed, I can build something on it. So that's tempting just to kind of put some more ore production. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We can plan on grabbing that and then clearing it. But yeah, unfortunately, that's going to be about it for today. I don't think the Necrons have long for this world. The way they're surrounded here by this massive horde of Imperial Guard. So, let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to be about it. Real Mustard saying, you'd like Warhammer Total War 2? Yeah, I've got Total War 1, but I haven't played it yet. So I'm assuming I would like it. I like a lot of the fantasy stuff. And I played the first Total War game, Shogun, a long time ago, and I really enjoyed playing that. But I didn't actually do like the battles, partially because my computer at the time wouldn't load the characters very well, so I just auto-resolved all the fights. It was like, yeah, whatever. So just doing all the strategic stuff on the map, building units, upgrading them, building armies, moving them around, sending out your spies, assassinating people, all that was a lot of good fun. So I definitely want to get to Total War at some point, but I'll play the first one first. I've also got copies of Rights of War, which is a game I played a long time ago and loved, which is sort of like this in a way. I have, what else do I have that I need to play? I've got a copy of the Warhammer 40k Armageddon, which I need to mess around with. And then I also have Sanctus Reach, which I'd like to play as well. But that seemed more kind of like Final Liberation a bit more. So many games to play, not enough time. Unfortunately, that's the problem. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thank you for stopping by, Real Mustard. I appreciate it. Probably next turn will be next time. So I'll get some time in tomorrow, most likely. We'll finish this off. I don't think I'm going to stall or wait or anything. But probably looking at maybe 2 turns to finish this off. So kind of, again, the last session's going to be super short when I get another one in. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Like I said, should be probably tomorrow I'll be back and we'll finish this one off. But I'm going to go ahead and save this before anything crazy happens, because sometimes weird things happen when I stop streaming. Alright, later, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. So hopefully I'll see you all next time. Have a good one.